Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I am Maz and I hope you're having a splendid day. Today's video is going to be a fun one because we will be ceramic coating my new wheels, which are the RSR R901s. I have an unveiling video. If you're interested, you can have a look. The intention of today's video is to share knowledge on how I ceramic coat my wheels, and hopefully you can respond and say how you do it, and we can all share our knowledge and experience. And also, you don't necessarily are using the same products I'm using, so I will be interested in to know what products you are using and what results you are seeing. Without any further ado, let's go ahead with the video. We have laid out some boards which will make the cleaning of the wheels safer, and also it will make our work go quicker because we can do all four at the same time. The first step, and also it will be safer. I mean, you don't want the wheels to be on this, right? Go figure. First step, pre-wash. Once we have applied the pre-washed and rinsed it off, it is now time to mechanically wash the wheels as well. Remember to use a shampoo which does not contain any waxes or any additives which will give shine, etc., because then you're counterproductive, because you want to have the surface as clean as possible before applying your ceramic coating. In this case, I will use CarPro's Reset. I've been using it on the car as well, as I have C-quartz ceramic coating on the car, and it has served me really well. So I will use this shampoo on the wheels as well. So let's get on with that. I have now thoroughly washed all four wheels. I won't do any Iron X, which would be an iron particle remover, because I don't think it's necessary at this stage because these are brand new. And then, I mean, we could always do that at a later stage if need be, but I don't think that will be needed. So what I will do now is to dry off as much as possible. Then we will move inside, and we will blow all these nooks and crannies which these will have extra amount of. Well, we'll start off with drying the wheels. After second thought, I think I'll bring them inside right now and blow them off, because this is gonna take a long time. Yesterday I was talking about not doing any iron particle removal step on the wheels. However, as I said yesterday, I've been thinking of it during the night yesterday to calm down or keep my OCD in control. I will actually go over the wheels with a new product which I haven't tested before. It's called Cella Clean, and I think it's from a Norwegian company. It's actually called Iron X It. How original, right? So CarPro has a product called Iron X, and most likely there are other manufacturers or producers that have the similar type of product. So what this does is then it will remove any potential iron particles that might have be stuck to the paint of the wheels during the production. However, that possibility to me sounds very slim. The wheels have not been used either, so there are no iron particles while driving, etc., which could have potentially then been stuck to the wheels. And for used wheels, I would recommend you to do so and use the similar type of product. I mean, considering how much time you will spend cleaning the wheels and prepping it, etc., and actually applying the ceramic coating, this step won't actually take that much time. You spray it on, you let it sit, and if it reacts, you will see, you know, a similar type to what you have on your wheel cleaners in general. It will become purple-ish color if any iron particles is then reacting with the product. So this part I will do one wheel at a time because it's in the garage and I don't know how actually this product will react to the flooring, etc. So I will minimize the damage by doing one wheel at a time. So that is what we will do now. We will apply it, we will let it sit for a couple of minutes and see if we have a reaction. If need be, I will actually also wipe it off with a microfiber cloth or similar, and then we will rinse the wheels thoroughly. And the next step is then to go over the wheels with the eraser. I will start off the process by rinsing the wheels off so we have them a little bit wet. It says so also on the instructions of the Clean, so we will do that and we'll go ahead and spray the product on. And usually when you do the RNX step of your chemical decontamination, you would do that when the car is wet as well, usually. So I'll do this as well, and just to be on the safe side. So, and also this you may not let it dry into your paint or your surface, so you need to keep an eye of it so it doesn't dry in as well. I will simply just spray on the product on the surface where we will actually have the ceramic coating then. So when being in contact with any chemical, I always recommend, and you should always wear some sort of protection for your hands, and also work in a very well ventilated area when you work with chemicals. If there would have been any iron particles left on the paint, we would have, by now, we would have seen some purple coloring or discoloration, or what we're going to call it, when the product would be reacting to the iron particles. I'll let it sit for 30 seconds more or 1 minute more, and then we will rinse the wheels off. Now the product has been sitting here for a couple of 2-3 minutes and I can't see any reaction at all. So what I will do is I will thoroughly rinse the wheels off. Next then is to thoroughly dry the wheels. I will use my bruise blower again to do this part, because there are a lot of nooks and crannies as we talked about earlier. This will make it go much quicker, so we'll do that. And then we are finished with this step for the wheels. The next step is then to go over them with the eraser. Now that we have the wheels thoroughly dried, we will go over it with a product, in this case, which is CarPro's eraser, and that is used to actually remove any oils, fats, or compounding product that might be left on the wheels. In this case, I find that very hard to believe, but we will still go over it with the eraser just to be sure that we have done whatever is possible for the wheels in order to have as clean as possible surface before we start with the ceramic coating. What you do with this product, you shake it, you spray it on, and you dry it off with a microfiber cloth thoroughly. There should be no wet spots, etc. left once you are finished. So I will go over the surface where I will have the ceramic coating. I will do on this side and on the back side of the spokes. I will do the drum, etc. And we will dry it off, and then we are set to go with the ceramic coating. Finally, all 4 wheels are now prepped and ready to be given the full treatment, which is to apply the ceramic coating. I will be using CarPro's Deluxe. I've been using these products on previous wheels. However, unfortunately, the product I had was a bit old. So these have a due date, which you should consider as well. Up to a year, I don't think there's an issue once you have opened the bottle, but after that, you might want to consider of buying a new bottle. So keep that in mind when you buy the bottles, and don't buy too much, because then you potentially have to throw it away and buy new stuff. And this stuff is not that cheap. I paid around, okay, in Sweden, I paid around $50 for this 30 ml bottle. And the Deluxe is designed for plastics and rims, and it's produced in a way to be able to cope with heat as well. And as the rims will get hot while you're braking, etc., from the heat from the engine and so on, so I will go with the Deluxe and not the regular C quartz, which I have on the rest of the car. So with that said, let's open up the box and see what we have inside. So let's start with the fun. We have the actual product, and this is glass, so you need to be careful. Don't drop it on the floor or something like that. It will break and you will, yeah. Also included, we have a applicator foam pad. This side is where you will put your microfiber cloth against. I'll show you that soon. What is neat with these foam pads or applicators is that there is a cut on the sides of it, and if you're not familiar with that, you might be now. These are there in order for you to, when you have your microfiber cloth as such, you take a credit card or something similar and you can poke the microfiber cloth into this cuts, and it will keep it in place, and you don't have to fiddle around with the microfiber cloth. So not a pro tip. So you get the applicator pad, you get, let me see, 4 microfiber cloths, and then you also get these stickers. I don't know if this comes through in the lightning, but it's a sort of a fluorescent color. So what happens when you apply your ceramic coating, depending on the ambient temperature, humidity, etc., etc., this product will flash, as it's called, and it will get this fluorescent color if you have the right light, etc. Sometimes it's difficult to see, and it's supposed to be something like this. Once the product flashes, you know it's time to buff it off. You don't want to have this product to be sitting for a long time before you buff it off, because it's going to be very, very difficult to remove it potentially. You might have to use a dual action polisher or similar just to get the product off, and you will get high spots, etc., if you don't remove it quick enough. A lot of talking, let's get on with the application. As you can see, I have tucked in the microfiber cloth into the applicator pad in those cuts, so it's held in place. The product has to be shaken thoroughly before being applied. I have done so, but just for demonstration, I'll do it for you as well. So you shake the product thoroughly, and then you will actually then drip like a string of the product onto the microfiber cloth. You don't have to do too much, but just do so you have one continuous string on the microfiber cloth, and then you will start to work your way through the wheels. And we will do 2 coatings. I tried to go around and see if it was possible to show the flashing, but it was not possible. So what I will do is I will take my microfiber cloth and we will buff off the barrel. Once we have done that thoroughly, we will flip the wheel around and do the face of the wheel. We are finally reaching the end of this whole process. So we have now done 2 coatings of the deluxe ceramic coating on all 4 wheels. The last step to do is to apply some sort of top coating. The top coating you usually apply directly on the ceramic coating is to make sure that you won't get any water spots, etc. before the ceramic coating has cured enough. So all the elements, etc. will then be wearing and tearing on that top coating instead of your ceramic coating until it has cured enough. And also the application of top coating you can do regularly as a maintenance process to actually extend the life of your ceramic coating, because you would wear and tear on, you would of course wear and tear on the ceramic coating itself as well, but you would have the top coating as a sacrificial layer which would take most of the beating and not directly then be in contact, or whatever you want to call it, with your ceramic coating when you're putting your wheel cleaners, when you're driving outside in water, etc. So, and also with something like I will use Reload's CarPro's Reload, which is a silica spray sealant, so it is very, very hydrophobic. And this I always apply directly after I've done the car with ceramic coating, or the cars, etc. And also I apply this every other month as a protective layer or a sacrificial layer on top of my ceramic coatings. So I will do so also on the wheels, and I will do 1 coating, and that will be that. So the Reload is applied directly to the surface you want to apply this to, and you then buff it in and buff it off with a microfiber cloth. And once you have done a panel, or in this case I would do the whole barrel with 1 go, you would then use another microfiber cloth to buff off any excess. Finally, the last step of this process has been finished, which was to apply a top coating. In this case it was CarPro's Reload, so we have buffed that in and buffed it off, and also wiped any excess off from the wheels. The next step for me is to get some tires mounted on them, and then get the wheels mounted on my 2018 Mustang GT. Ladies and gentlemen, we are finally finished with ceramic coating the new wheels, and I'm really proud of the result. So the steps that we have done are to wash the wheels thoroughly, to do a chemical decontamination and remove any potential iron particles. We have applied products to remove any oil residue or any residue from any polishing compound, etc. We have applied 2 coatings of the ceramic coating onto the wheels, and as a last step we applied a top coating. Please leave a comment in the comment sections below if you have any questions, and also please let me know how you are protecting your wheels, and also if you have any tips which I can use in the way I protect my wheels, which would improve the way I'm doing it, and improve the way I am doing it. Give me 1 thumbs up, 2 thumbs down, subscribe, and until the next time.